In 1984, a small group of Northwest rowers, including Stan Pocock, sat around a living room and came up with the idea for the George Pocock Rowing Foundation. It is the mission of the Pocock High Performance Team to prepare and support rowers as they train to make the U.S. national and Olympic teams. The combination of a supportive Pocock membership and staff, support from local service providers, understanding employers, a mild climate, and quality coaching makes the Pocock High Performance Team the ideal place to train and develop.
The fact that we get water time year-round, and that is absolutely critical come spring racing. The other thing that's really awesome about rowing out here compared to anywhere else is it's like rowing in a postcard.
You're not rowing in circles and circles, so that's one of my favorite parts is that there's so much water and you have options on which direction you want to go.
No matter where the wind's coming from, like if you've been here long enough, you can always find a stretch of water where you can get something done in.
It gets dark and cold in the winter and the sun doesn't rise till you're halfway done, but the mornings where you're out there and it happens to be clear and there's mountains everywhere you look. The sun comes up and it hits you just right. It's pretty gorgeous.
I'm used to a lake being frozen until about May.
I mean, you have those moments where, you take the perfect stroke, or, you're in a double and you just feel the boat lift out of the water and you're in perfect sync. I think just pure love of the sport.
It's really the power of many becomes the dream of one. And the people who housed me and fed me and helped me financially just to make that happen. For me, it wasn't about being famous or making a lot of money.
But I definitely am going to be staying in Seattle all summer just to be working and saving up as much money as I can for school and rowing.
I wake up at 6 and I go to bed as soon as I get home from work at 10 o'clock. And we train now 7 days a week.
I work over 40 hours a week, and I have to actually travel back and forth to Bremerton, so that's 2 hours on a ferry going back and forth, including training.
Going east for racing, I should be able to work while I'm at races, but that being said, when people are gearing up the days before races, just relaxing, I'm going to be working an 8-hour day, so I don't have a lot of what I like to call dick around time.
I actually have 4 jobs and going on 5, so and I live in what we call the tree house. So a lot of us live in basements or guest houses.
I work at REI in Seattle, which is an outdoor retailer.
I work for a company, chempoint.com. We're a fine and specialty chemical distributor.
Rain Fitness, I teach strength and conditioning class.
I work in a candy store.
I'm a hunting guide.
Sassy Fit is also like a women's boot camp.
I help a math textbook company do odd jobs like writing textbook problems.
I walk dogs, house sit. It's a bunch of random stuff, anything I can find.
I work for a small tech company over in Bellevue, and a staff assistant, so.
It's a lot of jobs to keep straight, but it's better for me to do that than to have a 9 to 5 every day.
You just have to put your work, your career on hold, and you have to embrace being a rower because that's what it's going to take. It takes everything.
Came out here, I drove 33 hours from Austin, Texas, and the first day I got out here, I met a few of the guys on the team and started doing pieces, and everyone was really friendly. So I think the main thing I've gotten out of Pocock is how supportive the whole group is.
And when you speak rowing in Seattle, you can't not mention Pocock. So
Pocock's at the center of where elite racing is headed.
I don't have to go to a different gym. I don't have to find other coaching, or I don't have to travel to the East Coast necessarily unless I need a race.
You have your own code to get in. It's always open. Like you make your schedule, and so there aren't any more hurdles to go around. I mean, all you have to worry about is, can I do the work?
They can do it, they will do it, because that's their dream, but just think of how much faster they could go if we all pull together to make it happen.
Travel expenses would really help, because we have to, at this point, provide all of our funding for going to races, which are mostly for us on the East Coast. So that would really help. We have things called credit cards. We just have credit cards and credit card debt and college loan debt.